Hello, my name is Kareem. I was one of the co-producers of the film opening Paranoia. The first thing I will be talking about is the structure of the film opening, or the sequence of events that take place. The first few scenes of the film show our main character in a clear rush to be somewhere, demonstrated by his running as well as the jump cuts. We later find out that the main character was late to a group meetup between two other people, seemingly around his age. These secondary characters are in the middle of a gambling session, shown through the dice and money on the wooden slab on the floor. The viewers do not know the relationship between the main character and the secondary characters. However, one could infer that they have been together at least a few times before due to the dialogue. Suddenly, the main character starts to have some sort of headache, shown through the flashing vignette and ringing noises. This is a pivotal point in the story, changing the theme from casual to mysterious and ambiguous. The main character attempts to go to the restroom to try and relax, however the headache keeps getting worse and worse, causing him to eventually fall to the floor before even making it to the bathroom. He attempts to get up straight after, however his struggle eventually results in him falling through the floor and into an alternate dimension. This sets the scene for the rest of the film, which is presumably going to be the main character traversing through this alternate dimension. The first reflection question is, how does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? Our product more so uses conventions rather than go against them, as it envisions the stereotypical teenager/young adult making a poor decision in secret during after-school hours. This is also the social group that our film opening represents. The next question is, how does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? Our product engages with the audience by subverting their expectations in a way that is difficult to expect. The beginning of the film seems to be set in the real world, causing the viewer to believe that this would be the case for the rest of the film. However, the cliffhanger at the end abruptly interrupts this, which intrigues the audience. If this were a real media text, the way it would be distributed would be as a movie trailer and then to a full-on theater movie. The next question is, how does your production skills develop through this project? Our production skills significantly developed while creating this film opening. We learned many different techniques for shot sizes, ways to make something seem like a montage through jump cuts and transitions, and how to demonstrate an overall fluidity and connection between sections of the film. One thing we experimented with during this film opening was the first-person perspective. Here are a few examples of moments from the film that were shot in first person. Lastly, the final question is, how did you integrate technologies, software, hardware, and online in this project? A few technologies that we integrated into the making of this film were a gimbal, which is used for most of the shots for stability, an iPhone 15 for the camera, and the editing software CapCut for making the main edits of the film. If I were to do this again, a few things I would do differently would be to consistently check the camera footage, as there were a few skewed or off-balance shots. I would also make sure that there is a level of consistency. For example, during the scene of the main character climbing over the fence, he throws his backpack over and climbs over it. In the next scene, however, you can notice that he has his backpack on his back again, with no shot of him putting it back on. Another example is during the restroom scene. During the first shot, you cannot see anything on the floor next to the main character. However, the next scene shows a gray jacket on the floor to his left. Overall, this project was both entertaining and informative, and I believe it is a great way to introduce people into the world of filmmaking and production.